Hi, hello everybody. So I would like to ask, as you said, you try to run away from your previous works, but in Inside Out you explore the feelings of humans, and now you have gone even deeper with exploring our passions and our purposes in life. So what would go next?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels to me like this is about as far as you can go on this road. I think we have to back up and go somewhere else. I won't be directing for a little while. We have a lot of other films coming from a lot of new voices, new directors, which is very exciting. And I think a lot more like people that have made a few shorts. Our next film is made by Enrico Casarosa, who did La Luna, and then after that, Domi Shi, who did Bao. So there's a lot of great new directions that I think the studio is heading in.
In Seoul, you have explored the Black culture through lots of things like the Half Note Club, all the Easter eggs about jazz music, the neighborhood, I think it's Queens. So how important was this year that the Black Lives Matter has been very active?
I mean, when we started this, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go.
No. Okay. When we started this film 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, it's always been obviously a super important message, but we didn't know what was going to be happening in 2020 with all of that. But we found Joe became a jazz musician and African-American organically through the story, and not like, for better or worse, not because we were setting out to like tell a story about a Black man. We're incredibly proud of the film that we have told, and we're proud of the cast. But yeah, it happened organically. And then, we started with Kemp to help us out because we clearly needed a lot of help. And then just brought on a culture trust and consultants and all kinds of people to help in the effort of making the characters authentic.
Inspiration is a word that it's repeated a lot of times through the movie. So where did you find the inspiration for this idea of the two worlds and all the story with the music, well, the story told by the music? Like, for example, I remember a lot Rhapsody in Blue and things like that. So where did you find inspiration for this?
Well, that's the cool thing, and I think it fits back with the theme, that inspiration comes from everywhere. I was reading a book on Catholic philosophy, and that's where the speech that Dorothea gives to Joe came from, this idea about the fish that's looking for the ocean. You just never know where things are going to come from. Even the idea of jazz initially was just more of a superficial thing, like, oh, it'd be fun to listen and hear jazz in the movie. And then we were listening to that story, you probably have heard it referenced, that Herbie Hancock tells of finding inspiration or improvisation, and how jazz is all about taking something that you're given and turning it into something of value and beauty and something that's personal. So it comes from a lot of different places. Working at a place like Pixar too, boy, and this is the sad thing about being here now, the pandemic, but you walk through the building and everywhere you turn, you're just inspired by what people bring to the film. The movie, I think from an early point as a filmmaker, I have it playing in my head, but then you come into an interaction with all these people who just elevate it and make it more and bigger and better all the way along. So it constantly evolves and changes as you go. And it's, that is inspiring to me.
This movie, Soul, celebrates the idea of community and the people that are around us.
It shines a beautiful artistic light on what neighborhood and love for your neighbor should be.
Joe's neighborhood formed him in the way a lot of city kids grow up, where it's not just your immediate family that kind of raise you. You're brought up by everybody that you come in contact with in your neighborhood. Joe is still stopping by his mother's tailoring shop, and all the women that work there are like aunties and surrogate mothers to him.
Estás maravilloso. Te sido perfecto.
The There's the barbershop and all the locals who are there week to week to week.
You can go into that barbershop and you can talk about anything from love, laughter, anger, politics, and feel comfortable. And it's a good old-fashioned neighborhood where everybody knows your name.
What I love about what Soul does as a movie, and as far as the way that they present a neighborhood, is you just have a diverse array of different people.
People make the community. A community is important.
One of the things that Soul does so well is celebrate how important it is to just be a good member of your community, and how some of the best work you will ever do in your life has to do with making the people around you's lives better. Because when you share the load of living, it makes it easier.
We really need to celebrate that. Being able to celebrate community, being able to celebrate love. This looks for the good. We're showing you the good of life. We're showing you Joe's smile. We're showing you Joe's energy, and he just wants to pass it on.
Soul, de Disney y PIXAR, a partir del 25 de diciembre en Disney+.